Okay, so I'm always the guy who gets accused for purposely not liking Impact. I get accused of, just having a horrible attitude going into the show just because I have some vendetta against TNA. I'm a fanboy of WWE. I'm a card carrying member of the WWE. Whatever the excuse, the comment may be, it just remains that TNA, Impact Wrestling, whatever the fuck it's called, sucks big, hairy fucking balls. And I'm not fucking kidding. It's not an act. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to amuse you. I try to make these reviews entertaining, but Impact really does suck. And I don't even need to exaggerate or embellish on any of the descriptions and recaps that I give here in these reviews, because a show like tonight speaks for itself. So, like I always say, the best way for you to really get a grip of what I'm talking about is just to start from the top. So, we start off and we got Devon cutting a promo. He comes out with Ace and Eights. They come out first, and then they introduce Devon. So Devon is cutting a promo, and you know right from the start, that's not a very good idea to have Devon cutting a promo. So he's cutting this promo, and he's saying that Ace and Ace has had his back since the beginning. Since the beginning of what? What are they talking about? Why is Devon joining up with the Ace and Eights? This question that is so simple is not answered. Why would he have to join up with a bunch of renegade bikers when he already had a contract with TNA? I don't understand. I'm not even sure if they understand. So anyway, you got Sting coming out. He sends the TNA locker room after them, and they get into a whole brawl. So instead of what they did months ago, ending the show with a big brawl, they're starting the show off with a brawl. Ooh, that's 2 thumbs up for variety. So we're just basically flipping the shit around now. So we're still doing the same shit. We're just putting it on different time slots on the card. That's just sure brilliance. I mean, bravo TNA for originality there. Just, basically just giving us the same shit, but like repackaging it. I mean, this is just like someone dressing up in a bear costume and wanting you to believe that they're a fucking bear. I mean, it's just totally absurd. Like, they're giving you the same shit, but it's presented at a different time. So Hogan comes out, and basically we've got a match. It's Sting and Devon for tonight. Sting and fucking Devon is your main event. And many people like to say that this is the future of professional wrestling. 2012, soon to be 2013 in a couple of months. But I'll get to that eventually. So we got our first match tonight. Samoa Joe defeating Robbie in like 2 minutes. Just a way of establishing Joe as a dominant champion. I really don't understand the point of these squash matches, really. I feel like squash matches are good if you need to establish a star, but Joe is already established. I really don't understand having these jobber matches. So that's worthless. Then we've got ODB defeating Tara with Jesse Godders. Now, this guy is from, what the fuck is it called? Big Brother. It's a show on TV, reality show. And, I know a lot of people say it's a popular show, but this is really a Z-lister. I mean, reality show people, getting them is not really a big deal. I know that in TNA world, this is big, this is like getting some major star, but it's really not. It's just it's nothing special. They're trying to like spice things up. Anyway, ODB beats Tara, and Tara just won the belt last night. Not last night. I'm thinking this is WWE. On Sunday at Bound for Glory, and ODB beats her. And you could argue and say that that's pretty realistic because ODB is like fucking 100 pounds more than Tara. But she has a title defense next week, and like usually when somebody wins a belt, you usually want to make them look like a strong champion for a while. But I really don't know what's going on with this. I mean, they've got knockout championship belts. Eric Young is not even there. There's a storyline going on, and he's not even there with him and ODB in their marriage. They've got belts that are like, inactive, but they're actually technically still active. The knockout tag titles. I mean, that was a bad idea to start with. But it's like, I don't know. They're even making it like an inside joke, like, oh, where's Eric Young this week? I don't know where the fuck he is. And, like, I really doubt that he's doing anything important because, he's really just an indie wrestler when you really look at the big picture. He's not like some hot commodity, like, really busy doing 1,000 different things. I mean, what is he probably wrestling on Explosion? Is he wrestling on the internet? I guess he is. Then we get a tag match. It's Chavo and Hernandez, and they defeat Kid Cash and Gunner. And I used to be a big fan of Kid Cash back in ECW, and even when he first started with like TNA, when he first got there, like in 2002, 2003. I'm talking about the weekly pay-per-view days. Kid Cash was a good fucking wrestler, and I remember back in ECW, the first time I saw him, he was tagging with Rob Van Dam, and holy shit was he impressive. I mean, this guy would just do like fucking springboard moves, and he'd be all over the place. Now they've like carried on like what he was doing in WWE, watering him completely down, taking away all his high flying moves, and just making him into a kick punch wrestler. He's just like a ground and pound guy. Now, why the fuck would you take a very talented high flyer, like just completely obliterate his whole moveset, and just go out there and punch and kick? I don't know if that's how they're booking his matches, or Kid Cash is just fucking lazy now and doesn't want to take a chance anymore. But he's become bland and boring, and this match was just so boring. Why give Chavo the tag titles? I don't understand. This is not a great team. Chavo and Hernandez are not a great team, and Hernandez is fucking horrible. Now I know like people like to argue and say, oh, well, Hernandez could dive to the outside. That's really impressive and all that, but a dive to the outside, being able to perform a few little like acrobatic moves, doesn't make a wrestler. I'm sorry, but Chavo, since he got here, he sucks, and he was sucking, in his last few years in WWE. Chavo has sucked for a while now. I used to like Chavo, back when he was tagging with like his uncle, but this is not a good team, and this was not a good match. This was horrible. This was boring. And then you get Jeff Hardy coming out for a celebration. He's got new music, and it's even worse than his last theme music. Now, actually, when he first came to TNA, it's all songs that he sings. And Jeff Hardy can't sing for shit, just like Jericho. But Hardy is even worse. He's not even really singing, he's talking in his songs. Anyway, I actually liked his first TNA theme a little bit. But this theme is horrible. And it just sounds like a real mess. Anyway, comes out for the promo. It doesn't last long. This is Austin Aries. This is Austin Aries' time to shine, and Austin Aries is like kind of making fun of the belt and everything. You know, I really don't understand the point here of, you know, Jeff Hardy. Like, I mean, I don't like really understand why they would give the title to Jeff Hardy. Like, why do they put, like, you know, I'm not saying that Jeff Hardy is bad in TNA, but, you know, he's already, like, past his prime. I really hate to say that, but he is not wrestling as good as he has in the past. I mean, Jeff Hardy's, like, moment in the sun has long passed. And this guy is just, he's a fruitcake. He's a drug addict. And everybody will argue with me saying that he's not. I mean, this is Jeff Hardy right here. I'm going to show you Jeff fucking Hardy. I mean, you give him a fucking belt. And you know, you're fucking lucky that he even knows how to fucking use the belt. I'm surprised he's not like, hey, dude. Whoa, I want to be different. I want to paint my face. I'm not going to wear the belt around my waist. I'm going to wear it on my head. Because I'm the king of the mountain. I'm the king of TNA, creatures. Creatures! I'm going to wear it like a crown, yeah. Then guess what? Oh, yeah, man. I'm going to blow you all away. I'm going to blow you all away just like cocaine, man. Yeah, like blow. I'm going to blow the audience away. Yeah. You know, wouldn't it be crazy? Like if cocaine snorted you? Whoa, dude. Wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, like, seriously. Jeff fucking Hardy, like, Austin Aries could have been a great champion. But the problem with Austin Aries as champion was that they booked him horribly. I mean, he was in a fucking pay-per-view match with a masked Luke Gallows. He didn't even defend the belt. His whole title reign was overshadowed by like all this Ace and Eights bullshit. He was a weak fucking champion. The only guy he defended his belt against was Bobby Roode, and that was it. Aside from Jeff Hardy, who he lost it to. And like, you really look at all the champions right now. RVD, Chavo Guerrero, and Jeff Hardy, and Tara. What we have here is the fucking WWE from like 2004. I mean, seriously. You have Victoria as the women's champion. RVD is a champion. I mean, like, they're just making this WWE. At one point, TNA was all about, like, bringing the great guys from the indies in and saying, you know, like, hey, you know, we realize that in Ring of Honor, you don't get a lot of spotlight. You don't get a lot of spotlight wrestling in convention centers and, you know, in high school gyms. So guess what? We're going to, you know, give you some time to shine on national television. And that was all fine and well. They never were really that great for booking. But holy shit. I mean, you look at all the champions, and they're all, like, broken down WWE guys. And Jeff Hardy, who's not completely broken down yet, I'll give him that. He is past his prime. But he's a fucking drug addict. And to, like, rely on him to, like, carry the main title in the company is just fucking absurd. Then you get a Angle, Styles, and Daniels in a triple threat match, and whoever wins this will be considered, just considered. I don't know why it's not a number one contender match, but they will be considered for a title shot next week. So anyway, it is Kurt Angle coming away with the win, and he deserves that win. There's only one problem. This match fucking sucked. It was, for who was involved, this was really boring. I mean, they were moving in slow fucking motion. And all three of these guys had it pretty easy on the pay-per-view. Now, I didn't see Bound for Glory, but I read the reviews. It was a short fucking match. There was nothing dangerous in it. And basically, to have a match of this caliber with, like, what has to be, like, three of your best guys. Yes, Daniels is a very good wrestler. I might not say it enough in these reviews because he barely gets time to show it. But, you know, this is just inexcusable. This was boring as fuck. You know, I don't know what to say. So anyway, there's tension between Styles and Angle. Angle goes for the handshake, and he doesn't want any part of it. Then we get, oh my god, James Storm and Bobby Roode in-ring promo. You know, Roode says that Storm should be kissing his ass, and that even though he won last night, he's still the better man. These guys, you know, I really, really, really want to see the pay-per-view. I haven't been able to find a live stream of it online, but this matchup looked fucking awesome. It's just that these guys can't fucking talk, and the fact that they force them every week to do just that is just fucking perplexing as all hell. Why do you put these guys out here if they don't know how to fucking cut a goddamn fucking promo? It's that fucking simple. Don't put them out there if they don't know how to cut a promo. Fucking give them some acting lessons because they don't know how to act. And I'm just getting fucking sick of them. They're boring as fuck on the mic. They have no character, no charisma. One's a fucking cowboy that likes to drink beer, and the other guy, I don't know who he is. You don't really get a sense of him, of like what type of character is Bobby Roode supposed to be. You know he's a heel, and he's cocky, but you know he's not like Chris Jericho cocky, where he's just bursting with charisma. He's just, okay, this is Bobby Roode, and he's a cocky heel, and Mike Tenay is going to reinforce that every week through commentary, but Bobby Roode will make no effort to reinforce it for himself. Anyway, we get our main event. It's Sting versus Devon, and how do you ask? How's the quality of this match, Brett? I didn't get to see Impact, so how's the quality of this match? This was Sting versus Devon in 2012. You know, this is a company that likes to say that they're the future of wrestling. All the fucking fanboys in the YWC like to say this is the future of professional wrestling. This is going to be the company that takes out WWE, if not now, in a couple of years. And they're fucking putting Sting and Devon in the main event. Not even like 3 minutes in, and there is a serious fucking botch in this match. Devon is leaning against the ropes, so you basically know it's coming. Sting runs at him, so you know he's going to clothesline him over the top rope. He clotheslines him, and Devon no-sells it. Sting continues to push his bicep against his throat, and Devon has no reaction. He is not going over that top rope for shit. He is not taking that bump. He's like, you goddamn motherfucker, I am not going over that top rope tonight. I am not fucking selling for you. I am not fucking bumping for you tonight, Sting. I don't give a fuck. I'm in a big tough guy biker gang now, and I am, seriously, I'm a main eventer now, Sting. I'm not gonna fucking bump for you. What the fuck? How the hell do you fucking botch that? I mean, this guy is a veteran. This is Devon. He was part of like one of the best tag teams of all time. 10 fucking years ago. And he's wrestling as a singles competitor against Sting. A guy who should have retired in 1999. And this is your main event. And it was just Sting versus Devon. It was as boring as you could fucking get. I mean, really, it was slow. It had botches. A big botch, the one I just mentioned, and a couple of other like really awkward spots here and there. But this was just, it was slow. It was lethargic. It was fucking pointless. And then Ace and Ace just runs in for the beatdown, and that's the end of the match. Predictable, stupid, worthless, boring. You know, at least we got to find out who one of the Aces and Eights members was at at the pay-per-view. Now, I read that the guys who actually wrestled were Luke Gallows and Mike Knox. More WWE guys, mind you. And here's the thing. We still don't know who these guys are. Now, these guys have been around now for like a good 6 months. They had to be. It feels like they've been around for that long. And the simple problem with this is we don't know who they are. How the hell can you like get invested in characters in a wrestling program if you don't know anything about them? Unless you go on NoDQ.com and you read that they're Luke Gallows and Mike Knox, which, by the way, is not all that exciting to begin with. But how are you supposed to appreciate them if you don't even know their names? They come out, they wrestle a match, and you don't even know their names. So basically, if you were watching that show with a couple of friends and you wanted to talk about the match, you'd have to be like, hey, that guy there, or that guy who's slightly taller than his partner. Yeah, I want to, that guy's good or that guy's bad. Like, you don't even fucking know their names. So there's no way you could get invested in them or, be fans of them or whatever. So, how long is this going to go on for? Because now they're in the Impact Zone. And now they're not even under contract, but they're allowed to wrestle matches when Hogan tells them to. That's what I didn't mention before. Hogan made this match. But Ace and Nates is supposedly not under contract because they're just a gang. And all of a sudden, you walk into the Impact Zone. You walk in there, and it's like, it's fucking TNA world. It's a fucking circus. Everybody is eligible for a match when they walk into the Impact Zone. Whether you're a fucking lawyer, or, whether you're from Big Brother, or whether you're just a random fucking biker gang. You're eligible to wrestle a match, apparently. I mean, oh god. This show was fucking horrible. And I just look at all the fucking TNA fanboys out there, and I say to myself, you say that this is good. You say that this is the future of professional wrestling. Yet Devon, just a tag team wrestler who is 10 years past his prime, is wrestling in the fucking main event against a 53-year-old man, and the match was made by a 59-year-old man. And I mean, this was just a horrible fucking show. There was nothing good at all. Usually there's one good thing on the show, or maybe a couple of things I'll say positively about this. No, this was just fucking awful. I mean, Jesus Christ. This was just... It really speaks volumes about what TNA thinks of themselves as a company, what their direction is, the path that they're going on. It's the path to fucking ruin. This is exactly how WCW fucked up by putting a bunch of old-timers in charge and, expecting them to, bring in the ratings. This show is going to still continue to get, 0.8 ratings. Because this is just... It was boring. And it doesn't matter how many Z-listers you bring in from reality television. It's not going to bring up the ratings. I mean, and the fact that they think that Devon is a ratings getter is just... It's frightening. That's a scary thought. That they don't even think that Bully Ray is a ratings getter. They think Devon is. They have just single-handedly made him a bigger star than his own brother. I mean, Jesus Christ, guys. I mean, if you want to go ahead and say this is the future of professional wrestling, you go right ahead. This is a free country. You could say whatever you goddamn please. But, I mean, on my side of the story, I've got to be fucking insane by the definition. Because I am watching this show for no reason. I know it's going to be bad. But I'm just fucking hoping that maybe it'll improve or I'll get to see like a good match. Maybe Kurt Angle will put on a good match this week, so I watch it anyway. But that is the definition of insanity, because Sigmund Freud once said that when you repeat the same activity over and over, the same behavior over and over, and expect a different result, you're fucking crazy. So that means I'm fucking out of my mind. And it's all because of Impact. In this show, if you could even call it that, this shit show full of just mindless nothingness is just a complete abomination of professional wrestling. It's not the future of professional wrestling. It's the past of professional wrestling. This is a culmination of all the mistakes that professional wrestling companies, most prominently WCW, made in the past, and they've all collectively come together under one roof, under one impact zone, to just completely further the destruction of the business, the talent. I mean, they have a lot of great talent here in TNA, but they're not using it. they're just there for show, I guess. So yeah, this was just a bad fucking episode, and my God, if you think that this is the future, God fucking help you.